Dazzling holiday lights and the summer's biggest fireworks show in the city of Minneapolis could both go dark. Today, the group that's largely been funding and organizing Holidazzle and Aquatennial said, "We're done. We're out." Thanks for joining us for Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. The Minneapolis Downtown Council says putting together the two huge festivals just doesn't make sense for them anymore. And they're going to shift their focus to other things to showcase the city in different ways. Kent, we first heard about this breakup right around lunchtime and you got to work. What'd you find out?
Well, Janet, it's no secret that the funding required for things like festivals and fireworks have been dicey to say the least since the pandemic. And with other priorities like downtown safety and filling storefronts, the Downtown Council says it's getting out of the event planning business. But that doesn't exactly mean that these longtime traditions are doomed.
The prospects for two of Minneapolis's brightest annual events has dimmed, but the Minneapolis Downtown Council says there's more than a flicker of hope left for the Holidazzle and Aquatennial Festival.
I want to be clear, the goal here is not to cancel Holidazzle or cancel Aquatennial. It's more, what is our role?
Adam Dunnick says the Downtown Council has recently been filling two roles with both Holidazzle and the Aquatennial, producing and promoting the events.
So we're going to keep playing that promotions role. It's more on the event production side that we're looking for partners to help facilitate these festivals.
How challenging is it to find partners right now?
There's a lot of events that have had their ups and downs in terms of sponsorship, fundraising, those sorts of things. So it's not an easy endeavor at the moment.
He admits the Holidazzle has struggled with an identity crisis since the traditional nighttime parade was canceled more than a decade ago. Efforts to revive it have been mixed, including last year's return to Nicollet Mall.
We had about 65,000 people, which is a pretty good turnout for its first time. We wanted to try to see if we could build on that success. And instead of us being the producers of what happens on Nicollet Mall, we want to now work with partners that are going to make it more of a winter-themed event.
So to me, that's very exciting.
Mitch Berthium is curator of the Dayton's Holiday Market on Nicollet Mall, which will be back, and she says even bigger than ever. She says they're getting ready to announce a partnership with even more activations called Winterapolis, which will extend beyond the holiday season.
I really believe that the group of us who've been working for several months to put new concepts together are creating some very magical and enchanting experiences that will be annual downtown. Might look a little different from Holidazzle, but it's going to be just a wonderful, wonderful experiences for our guests who come downtown.
Aquatennial could see a similar shift, though likely not in name.
Aquatennial is essentially gone from being the 10 best days of summer to being a parade on Wednesday, fireworks on Saturday, and a handful of events in between. So how could we help work with somebody else to help run some of those portions of the event?
At least one portion of the event, the annual Queen of Lakes, and other efforts put on by the Aquatennial Ambassador Organization aren't going anywhere.
Do I think that it's as fatal as it sounds? No, I do not. The Aquatennial, in one fashion or another, will carry on. And the Aquatennial Ambassador Organization will be a large part of it, if not the driving force behind it.
Now, if you're wondering if the city of Minneapolis will step in to save these events, the answer is not exactly. Chief Operations Officer Margaret Anderson Kelleher said the city is not in a position to manage them, but, quote, will work closely with the Downtown Council and all stakeholders to support their success and work to find new leaders for these beloved events, which brings us to the big question, who will that be?
And it makes sense, like, you need big money. You need a big company to say, hey, I'm Best Buy and I want to do fireworks, or I'm Target and I want to do this, right?
Right. And Target has handled the fireworks the past few years.
Okay.
I asked about that specifically. I was just told today that those conversations have been had and they are ongoing. So that would be a big piece. If they can save the fireworks, that would require a big sponsor.
Yeah, I think the fireworks are really, not that the events aren't great, but that's what people like really mark on the calendar because it's the big one.
Yep. And pressing a button is instantly burning cash. And we know the city's not going to fund that themselves.
There you go. Pressing a button, instantly burning cash. We'll be
But
right
it's fun.
back.